Hello students, let's start today our topic carbon. What is carbon? Carbon, as you know, our earth has a large number of elements like hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon is one of that. So, what is carbon? What is special about the carbon? Carbon, as you can see in this picture, there are two objects are same like coal and diamond. Both are very different but both are carbon. So this property of carbon make it as an amazing element. Like this property is called allotrope. The character in which the compounds of the same element have different physical properties while they have the same chemical properties. One of these characters that make carbon a very impressive, very amazing element means allotropy. Why? What can we say that what is carbon? Carbon, it is an element with symbol C. Its atomic number that is 6. Its atomic weight is approximately taken as 12 and it was discovered by Samad in Egypt. Electrons, total number of electrons that is equal to the atomic number. So, electrons and protons that will also be equal to the atomic number means 6 electrons and 6 protons. It is kept under the group 14 and period second. So we above seen that graphite and diamond. Diamond is a transparent form of the carbon while graphite or the coal is the darkest or the black colored compound. Both are the carbon. So, what is the special feature of the carbon? Carbon atom having 6 protons and 6 neutrons in the nucleus. This structure is nucleus. While the electrons that move around in the energy shells. So, as we know the rule of any element, of any atom, of the any element, that it contains 2 electrons in its first energy shell, while the remaining electrons or maximum 8 electrons can come under second energy shell. तो पहले शेल में 2 ही इलेक्ट्रॉन आ सकते हैं और सेकंड शेल में 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन आ सकते हैं। वही कार्बन के पास जो इलेक्ट्रॉन है वो है टोटल 6। तो 6 इलेक्ट्रॉन में से फर्स्ट एनर्जी शेल में उनके पास 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन होंगे और सेकंड एनर्जी शेल में रेस्ट उनके पास 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन बचे। तो इस तरह से उनकी वैलेंसी जो होती है वो होती है जो उनके एनर्जी लास्ट एनर्जी शेल में कितने इलेक्ट्रॉन है। So valency is 4. So कार्बन या किसी भी एलिमेंट के लिए एक रूल फॉलो करना होता है दैट इज ऑक्टेट रूल. टू फुलफिल दिस रूल कार्बन हैज लास्ट एनर्जी शेल 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. सो व्हाट कैन यू डू? ये अपने 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन या तो दे दे ताकि इसका लास्ट एनर्जी शेल या तो कम्प्लीटली ब्लैंक हो जाए एंड देन इट्स फर्स्ट एनर्जी शेल विल बिकम लास्ट एनर्जी शेल. और फर्स्ट में 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन सर्वाइव कर सकते हैं बट या फिर ये अपने 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन किसी और से ले ले ताकि इसके 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स पूरे हो जाएं। तो कार्बन को अपने 8 इलेक्ट्रॉन पूरे करने के लिए या लास्ट एनर्जी शेल में उसको खाली करने के लिए या तो वो 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन दे या 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन ले, बट ये दोनों में से ही कुछ नहीं करता। अगर कोई इलेक्ट्रॉन देता है या इलेक्ट्रॉन लेता है देन एक बॉन्ड बन जाता है बीच में उन दोनों एलिमेंट्स के एटम्स के बीच में, तो उनको हम बोलते हैं आयनिक कंपाउंड। आयनिक बॉन्ड इज फॉर्म्ड बाय गेन और लॉस ऑफ द इलेक्ट्रॉन। These ionic bonds are very strong and they have high melting point or boiling point. So here carbon cannot give its electrons or cannot gain or cannot lose, दोनों ही नहीं कर सकता। ये क्यों नहीं कर सकता? There are the two reasons why carbon cannot gain or lose electrons. It has two reasons. If it gain 4 electrons, then क्या होगा? अगर 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन ये ले लेता है, इट विल एन आयन फोर नेगेटिव, 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन आ जाएंगे इसके अंदर, पर ये इसके न्यूक्लियस में प्रोटॉन 6 है और इलेक्ट्रॉन पहले से इसके पास 6 है और 4 और आ जाएंगे तो 10 इलेक्ट्रॉन हो जाएंगे। ये 10 इलेक्ट्रॉन होल्ड नहीं कर सकता। इट कैन नॉट होल्ड 10 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स विद 6 प्रोटॉन्स। सेकेंड, इफ इट लॉस 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन, अगर ये 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन दे देता है तो इलेक्ट्रॉन यानी कि नेगेटिव चार्ज देने से क्या बनेगा? ये कैटायन बन जाएगा 4+ का, बट ये भी नहीं होता क्योंकि इसके न्यूक्लियस में देयर आर द 6 प्रोटॉन्स और बाहर अगर 4 इलेक्ट्रॉन चले गए तो 6 में से 4 जाने से 2 ही इलेक्ट्रॉन बच जाते हैं। दैट इज ऑल्सो नॉट स्टेबल। सो कार्बन डजंट फॉर्म आयनिक कंपाउंड। सो व्हाट डज इट फॉर्म? इट फॉर्म्स कोवलेंट बॉन्ड्स, कोवलेंट कंपाउंड्स। Covalent bond is formed by sharing of the electrons. Sharing of electrons means that electron become mediate between two elements. That is counted in both the elements if both share their electrons. So carbon has valency 4. So it will share 4 electrons. That's why carbon will share its 4 electrons on its 4 sides and form different kinds of the compound. And this is the special property of the carbon, that it can hold electrons by its 4 sides with the different atoms of the different elements. Now you can see in the same way carbon, the other elements are also there which share their electrons. Like there is another example, the simplest one. Is hydrogen. Hydrogen, its atomic number is 1. So electrons it contains is also 1. So its first energy shell is the only energy shell. Now what he can do to fulfill the octet rule, he can take 1 electron from other. So he share with its 1 electron with the another atom of the hydrogen. Like I'm showing the electron of the hydrogen with the cross, and there is another atom of the hydrogen having one electron. So these two hydrogen atoms show sharing. They do sharing of the one electron. One he is sharing, one he is sharing, and there is a bond formed between these two electrons. This single line is showing a bond. If there is single line, means there is a single bond. So here you can see how the hydrogen gas is formed, having one covalent bond. In the same way, you can see that oxygen element is also show covalent bonding. Oxygen atomic number is 8. So electronic configuration in its first energy shell, we know that 2 electrons only can come. Then its last energy shell contains 6 electrons. So what is the valency? Can it will give its 6 electrons, or it will take 2 electrons from the others? So it is easy to take 2 electrons. So if this oxygen element shares 2 electrons with another oxygen atom. So here you can show the oxygen with the 2 electrons, 2 atoms sharing their 2 electrons, and these 2 electrons share to form 2 covalent bonds. So here are the 2 lines showing 2 covalent bonds. And in this way, oxygen gas is formed. In the same way, you can see the nitrogen element. नाइट्रोजन एलिमेंट का भी एटॉमिक नंबर है 7. जो इसकी इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन that will be in first energy shell 2 and then in last energy shell 5. So to gain its 8 electrons, he do sharing of the 3 electrons. As you can see, to make it 8, there are the 3 electrons are remaining. So it can share its 3 electrons. So its valency is 3. Now the nitrogen element you can show with its 3 electrons, and there is another nitrogen element showing its 3 electrons. So here the sharing occur with these electrons, and there are the 3 covalent bonds are shown. Rest of electrons like 2 and 2 from the 5. You can see here 3 from the 5 because 2 is sharing, 3 is sharing. Okay. Here you can see the nitrogen element is sharing its 3 electrons. Now it already has how many electrons? 5 and 2, 7. 5 electrons are there in its last energy shell. Out of these 5, 3 are sharing and 2 are here. In the same in nitrogen element, 3 are sharing and 2 are here. So you can now count that each nitrogen has 8 electrons in its last energy shell. Like 5 these are and these are 3. These all are the now shared with this. So it has 8 electrons like this. And same in this way, if you want this nitrogen, it has 5 electrons and 3 are here. So That is why it is called sharing of the electrons, and this is called covalent bond. Now, if you imagine the formation of NH3, you can see nitrogen has 3 electrons to share, and each hydrogen has 1 electron to share. So, in this way, nitrogen with its 3 electrons sharing with 3 hydrogen, Here you can see कि हम नाइट्रोजन के जो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं उनको डॉट से दिखा दें और हाइड्रोजन के जो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स हैं उनको क्रॉस से दिखा देते हैं. So hydrogen also have one electron. Now this nitrogen is forming 3 covalent bonds with hydrogen, 3 hydrogens. नाइट्रोजन जो है ये अपना एक इलेक्ट्रॉन इसके साथ शेयर कर रहा है और हाइड्रोजन अपना एक इलेक्ट्रॉन इसके साथ शेयर कर रहा है. तो नाइट्रोजन के इलेक्ट्रॉन्स को हम इस क्लाउड से मेजर कर सकते हैं. 2 इसके पास ऑलरेडी होते हैं जो फ्री थे, 2 and these are 6. So it has 8 electrons completing the octet rule. और हाइड्रोजन को एक ही इलेक्ट्रॉन चाहिए होता है तो ये अपना octet rule पूरा कर रहा है. इसका फर्स्ट एनर्जी में इसके 2 इलेक्ट्रॉन पूरे हो गए. तो इस तरह से NH3 जो है अमोनिया बनता है. In the same way, you can make the compound CH4. Now, we are coming back to our chapter, carbon, how the carbon forms the covalent bond with the hydrogen atoms. So, this you will try to do and we will clear it in our next video. Thank you.